There's a lot of talk and advice out there about leadership in general, and sadly, I disagree with almost most of it. Why? Well, because most people make it sound like leadership skills or leadership qualities are some things that are reserved for or only should be practiced by people at the top of an organization or a country, which I think is fundamentally flawed. We have literal thousands of examples in history, in movies, even in games, or even in our own lives, where we clearly see that leadership, or basically the impact we leave in our community or on society, or those people that leave that impact, can arise from any step of the organization or from any part of a country or a community. It doesn't matter what title they hold, they can literally be leaders without a title, just like Robin Sharma calls them, and they can have their own impact on the team, on the company, and on society, no matter where they are. In other words, it doesn't matter whether you're a CEO, a manager, a specialist, or any professional at any level. Today, we are going to talk about what true leadership looks like and how we can practice the qualities that make all of us better leaders. My name is Robert Indries, an owner of a portfolio of 8 companies generating 7 figures yearly. And today, I'm going to share what I've learned through 14 years of hard lessons and many mistakes made, so that you can take all of those conclusions and then apply them for yourself in your profession and career. So now, let me ask you, how can you tell when someone in your team is displaying leadership quality? I can tell you now, you can very clearly see it in the type and quality of the work they deliver. As an example, if you have two different people that come to clean your offices or your house, and after one of them leaves, the house in general is clean. However, the clothes aren't all neatly wrapped, the papers are still scattered across the desk or your table, the milk is still outside, or things of that nature. But on the other hand, when the second person leaves and you check your house, you see that not only are your clothes wrapped, but they're also color coded. They're put in these specific colors, like let's say rainbow color format. Your papers that you left scattered are all neatly organized, and the milk bottle is in the fridge with a little note that says "drink me first," because that bottle is already open. You can clearly see a difference between those two individuals. And that takes us to the number one quality of leadership, which is proactiveness. No one has to ask a leader to do great work. They take pride in doing great work. No one also has to ask a leader to go above and beyond. That is what they do. By default, they want to always do better and better and better. So if you want to become a leader, no matter where you are in the organization, do not wait around for people to tell you what to do. You can, yes, do every single thing that they ask you to do. However, think for yourself and see, what else can I do? How else can I add value to the organization? This actually takes us perfectly into the second quality of leadership. And this is something else that you can see across all of the great leaders that you've heard of. Literally some of the greatest leaders of all time. For example, that one Indian lawyer that managed to move the hearts of millions of people through the power of example, a man you might know as Mahatma Gandhi, or the 3 women who, against all odds, have helped NASA make exceptional progress towards space exploration, which you can learn about in the movie Hidden Figures, one of my favorites of all time. All of these people have this leadership quality in common, which is that they dedicate their lives and their work towards the support of others. In other words, selfishness and ego have no room in the hearts and minds of true leaders. Which again takes us perfectly to the next step and brings us perfectly within the reality of our lives as, in general, team members, either at work or in our family, which is that true leaders take responsibility for the development of their teams. They don't just focus on themselves. Instead, they make sure that every single person on the team gets something out of whatever initiative that we are working on. Everyone grows. They are all cared for. If we put this within a business setting, for example, in all of our companies, we have very structured personal development plans, or PDPs, how we call them. We do not have time to go into the entire structure of PDPs in this video. However, if you want to know the exact way in which we make sure everyone in the company, everyone in the team grows like there's no tomorrow, and we can all achieve all of our goals together, you can learn that in our book Unshackled, the 7 Levels of Business Excellence. So let's come back and recap quickly. Number 1 is proactiveness. Number 2, supporting others through everything you do. Number 3 is making sure or taking responsibility for the development of others. And now let's talk about the principle or the quality of leadership that pulls all of this together and makes all of the difference when we look at the various different leaders and types of leaders we had across history. This quality is defined by things such as not having a separate agenda, saying what you actually think, keeping your promises, doing what you say you're actually going to do. In other words, the 4th quality of true leaders is integrity. Integrity as in everything you think, everything you say, and everything you do are in complete alignment. You are who you look like you are who you actually are. You have integrity in every single thing that you do. This, of course, is not easy, and none of these principles or qualities of leadership are easy in our day-to-day. They're easy as a construct of our thought. However, when you actually have more work that you can handle, how are you going to be proactive and deliver more? When you sometimes don't like the person near you, how are you going to make sure that they also get something out of working with you? So again, reality will be way different than a mental construct that's easy to grasp. However, when we actually get down to practicing leadership, you will find that these 4 qualities of leaders will start to trial you. And so now the question is, where do we go from here? How can we take every single thing we've learned today and actually become better and better leaders every day so that we can achieve all of the goals that we've set for ourselves? Well, we filmed an entire video on an exact 7-step strategy on how you can take everything you've learned here today and apply it to your own life so that you can reap the rewards for years to come.